street, we start. And turns to the flatter. Poor man is nobody. Because of the misery of our these people. But when a poor man is ill, it leads to people showing kindness. When a rich man is ill, to light a lamp, he must wait for a slave.
To Chris' house now. So I invite Welshak or Rollins that to come forward for Chris' house.
The able timekeeper, staff members, students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm by name Rollins Datir, representing Nakris House, that's the Blue House, in the inter-house poem recitation. The title of my poem is Nightfall in Soweto. It was written by Oswald Mbuhiseni Mishali. The author, Oswald Mbuhiseni Mishali, was born in 1940 in Vrekat in Natal. He had his education there and went to Johannesburg, where he was hoping to get admission into the University of Witwatersrand. But unfortunately for him, because of the appetite going on in South Africa, he couldn't get it. He couldn't get admission, and so he lives in Soweto. Soweto is coined in from Southwest town. He lives in Soweto and works as a messenger. He writes generally about people, life, and a hostile society. Instead, for Nightfall, to bring relaxation to the blacks and all other people after a hard day's job, it brings horror to the blacks because the white man in South Africa slaughters the black man at night. The poem goes. Nightfall comes like a tragedy, sipping through the pores of your body, ravaging beyond fear. The murderers are looking in the shadow, clasping the dagger, strike down the electricity. I am the victim. I am slaughtered every night in the street. I am slaughtered every night in the street. I have come out by fear, knowing at my timid heart. In my helplessness, I languish. Man has ceased to be man. Man has become peace. Man has become prey. I am the prey. I am the quarry to be run down by the marauding beast. Let loose by cruel Nightfall from his catch of death. Where is my refuge? Where am I safe? Not in my matchbox house. Where I barricade myself against Nightfall. I tremble at his crouching footsteps. I quake at his deafening knock. At the door. Open up! He barks like a rabid dog, thirsty for my blood. Nightfall! 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 Thou art my mortal enemy. But why were you ever created? Why were you ever created? Nightfall! Nightfall! Why can't it be dead time? Dead time! Dead time forevermore. Thank you.
We are moving on to Derek House. And I would like to invite the representative of Derek House in this event, in the person of Musa Yusuf, to come forward.
Chairman of the occasion, Mr. Moderator, panel of judges, timekeeper, invited guests, principal of the school staff, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here on stage to present Direct, which is the Blue House of Nakam Memorial Secondary School in poem recitation. My name is Musa Isu. The poem I'm going to recite is entitled Just a Passer by. I saw them, global him with carrots. I heard him scream in pain, like a victim of slaughter. I smelled fresh blood gushed from his nostrils and flow on the street. I walked into the church and knelt on the pew. Lord, I love you. I also love my neighbor. Amen. I came out. My heart as light as angel's kiss on the cheek of a saintly soul. Back home, I strutted past a crowd of onlookers. Then she came to me, my one neighbor. Have you heard? They've killed your brother. Oh no, I heard nothing. I've been to church. Thank you.
House in this recitation, and that is Bujigir House. I have the honor to invite the representative, the person of Simput Habila, to come forward.
Impartial judges, every timekeeper, staff members, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My poem is written by John Ima in 1813. The poem is titled Rejoice. My name is Simple Tabila from the yellow golden color of Bujigir House. It goes, rejoice and shout with laughter. Ha 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 ha. Throw all the burdens down. If God has been so creative as to make you blind, deaf, lame, or whatsoever, for we are the great people, the people of the great past, for we have suffered all forms of false promises from the government and by the society to give us free education, but we still live. For where did we spring the flowers? If God takes away the earth, rejoice and shout with laughter. Ha ha ha. Your greatest inheritance is from God. If you are blind, deaf, lame, or whatsoever, rejoice and shout with laughter. Thank you.
At this stage, I would like to invite our neighboring school, GSS Panyam, to give us a brief interlude, just what they will present. It's not a dance, but something brief. GSS Panyam for an interlude. After which we have the house choir, cultural dressing, instrumentals, and cultural dance.
gentlemen, here we stand before you to discuss about the fate of the land. There are sand dunes in rainforests and desert marshy swamps. Bundles of contrasting elements in this land of ours. Or has anyone seated here ever come across a real swamp in a desert?
No, no way, no.
Good, good, good. Then you are with me. But I tell you, I have seen one here in this land of plenty, where poverty is our common friend. The paradise troop of GSS Panyam present Desert Marshy Swamp, written and produced by our principal, Mr. Tariq Kumwa. This is a play which depicts the absurdity of clinging to beliefs, values, and attitudes which from time immemorial have been wiped for the dustbin. I do not intend to preempt the show. So, sit tight, relax, and see for yourself why we live in a desert marshy swamp. This is the story of Yami Kalalo. Yami Kalalo! 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 He boasts of being the swiftest among men. He claims that he will climb the highest mountain and swim the deepest sea to get my love. I wonder where he will find the strength to accomplish all that when I can run faster than him. Oh, has something happened to him? Maybe he fell into a river and drowned. Maybe he was attacked by a wild animal. Oh, what shall I do? Billy Dish! Oh, Billy Dish, where are you?
Ah, young Calais, I've always known these beautiful eyes of yours, lost me. To think that she so worried when she didn't see me. I swear she almost died. Lucky me, I scored for myself the most beautiful girl in the village of PoetryRecitation. In fact, not just that. Go to Paris, London, New York, or even Abuja. You'll not see a girl as beautiful as Yami Calais.
You speak as if you visited any of these cities.
Little girl, there are so many things you could not understand. Just marry me, and I shall cure your ignorance. I shall take you to London, and hand in hand, we shall walk around the famous statue of Liberty.
But my teacher told us that the famous statue of Liberty is in America, not...
What does that idiot know? Where do you think I got a name as modern as Billy D? Was it not from my white friends? Oh, my beautiful Yami Calais, I command you to see that you have me for a husband.
Don't touch me. My mother said it will make me pregnant. Besides, my father doesn't approve of you.
Forget about old people and old views. Shall we go to the party in town? I am bored of just standing here.
No. Let us dance together. I know you think our traditional dances are outdated. I cannot marry a man who dislikes dancing.
Since the beginning of time, in the Garden of Eden, women have always adopted black men to get what they want. Well, you have a choice. a frog into a river and expect it to drown. So, don't expect me to be very traditional just because I dance to you.
Woman, go and tell that US sailor, opposite Timothy's stores, that if he is interested in human flesh, I, Janglat Gangro, I shall supply him plenty.
Sorry, alone. Haba, my great lion that roars and everyone trembles.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Lord of the forest.
Garrow! Garrow! Garrow!
Elephant that knocks the biggest tree with one swift blow.
Garrow!
Cat that runs faster than the wind. What is it that I'm not the brave one today?
Lao!
Yes?
You know my person? Next is one. Don't tell me. You are the only editing of your Kajikenka we are. Who does it know? And my own daughter, Yamika alone, has thrown my name to the road.
What has she done this time around?
You know that arrogant young man from the village of Tetakamura Gauche? The one who tied rope round his neck. That stupid young man who made the government stop us from eating ourselves in every bush, claiming that it is unhealthy. How can it be unhealthy when our forefathers did it?
Oh, surely you must mean Billy Dish.
Exactly. The stupid fool wants to marry my daughter, and worse still she approved of him. That's why I'm ready to slaughter Yamika if she doesn't force me.
My friend one, was it not you that said only cowards kill women? You told me even in war, women are left alone.
Now, this is a different matter entirely. Who doesn't know that our people don't marry from the village of Chetakamika Oje? What should my daughter make a fool of me by being a pace-setter in such an inglorious affair?
You know, we are different from these young people. I remember when my father told me I was to marry you. I hadn't knew you then. Yes, that was the way of our people today. Though I have no regret. Something tells me that the young one will soon rebel against this system.
Enough! With your lecture. My mind is made up. I said, tear this daughter of yours pieces before she married a man who tied rope round his neck like a girl.
Thank you, students of GSS Panyam. We shall invite them to come later again to run up. We are moving into the next event. Another very interesting aspect, which is the house choirs. is given to each house. Actually, each house represents 2 songs. There is a compulsory song. This house to come forward for the house choir.
Keeper, staff members, chairman of the occasion, the child lady of the occasion, students, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. You are about to listen to Nakri's house choir, that is the Blue House or the Inter-House choir. The title of our song is How Sweet the Hour of Praise and Prayer. The song was written by Fanny J. Crosby. Her real name was Frances J. Alstein. Fanny J. Crosby was born in 1820. She was born in northeast New York, and she was a hymn writer. There are many of her hymns that are in the SS&S and many other hymns. She died in 1915. Her age amounted to 95 years. She was blind from infancy. Right from the time she was born, she was a blind lady. And so, she gave God glory. She didn't take the blindness to be an obstacle of her for serving God. And so she served God all her life. We pray that you listen to us.
You can see that through this, talents are coming out. We will now invite Derek House to come forward and present their song. So this chance is for Derek House.
I'm here on stage to introduce the private house, which is the greenhouse of Nakami Memorial Secondary School, Panyam. We are going to present the song of our house choir. The song is entitled "Be Ready Now to Stand." This song was written and composed by Will Smith in 1884. He wrote this song in order to encourage people in their own Christian race. Remember blessed.